Alright, in the last two videos we created a car and we created the street here. So in this video we're going to do the sidewalks and the grass. So we're going to select some more polygon, or cut some more polygons in here. So here we go. I'm just going to drag select through the middle here, these edges, so I went into edge mode. And what I'm going to do is just cut a polygon through here to be a sidewalk on this side. And I'm going to move it to the side, let's see, with this button here. And now I'm going to do that. I should do that to all these, so I'm just going to undo that. I'm going to change this number to 2, and I'm just going to spread this number right here, the middle dial. Okay, I think I'm going to do that to all these as well. Let's see if I can do this. So I'm just holding control and dragging through the middle of all these just to do them all at once. Now I'm going to hit the settings box next to connect. If you had trouble with that, or that was too fast or whatever, just hit pause and go back and watch me do that. I'm getting ready to do it again, so maybe this will help. I'm just rotating my view. I'm going to select this section of polygons, or edges. I'm going to hold control and drag and click right through this section. Now I'm going to do the same exact thing. Click the settings box next to connect. And then I want the size to be the same, so I need to drag this a little bit further out so I get a square in the corners here. Okay? And I'm going to select those polygons. And add a sidewalk texture to it. So go ahead and take your time and get all this right. Don't worry about how long it's taking you. If you seem like you're not doing this very well, forget about that. Just focus on clicking these polygons and you'll be just fine. I know some of you don't have a mouse, so just take your time. I like to go in the corners and just do a couple at a time. It's easier that way. So I've got all the sidewalks selected. What I'm going to do now is press M for material. I'm going to right click and create a sidewalk material. Double click, right click, show shaded material in viewport. Name this sidewalk. Click on the diffuse button here. And go to bitmap. Find the sidewalk. Drag it on here. This is going to be an easy texture to do because it's all going to be going the same way. I don't need you to change the direction at all. So just press U and unwrap. I'm going to press F2 on the computer to deselect these red highlights. If at home you can't do that, that's fine. Now I'm just going to open up the UV editor. I'm going to click Flatten Custom. You can turn the map on here by clicking on sidewalk, and I'm just going to scale it up now. So I click the scale button. I'm going to click inside of one of the red highlighted polygons and drag up. And once these textures look good out here, I'm just going to stop. So I'm looking for about three or four squares inside there. And that looks good to me right there. So I'm just going to stop and right click, convert to editable poly. And I'm going to cough. Excuse me. Alright. The next thing that I'm going to do is add grass to the outer section. So this is easy to select. I'm just going to click on this polygon here and hold shift and click on this polygon at the end. And then click. And I'm going to click here. Hold shift and click, hold shift and click. Hold shift and click. Or you can hold control and go and click all those. Alright, now I'm going to press M. Excuse me. Okay, right click, show shaded material in viewport. I'm going to name this grass. Now I'm going to click on the diffuse button, add a bitmap, add some grass. Now it looks like I need to unwrap this. Unwrap it pretty bad, so click on the modifier list, press U, and now click the Open UV Editor, and this is going to be really easy. Just click the Flatten Custom button right here. You can turn on the texture if you want, grass. And now I'm just going to click in the middle and drag up until the grass looks okay. If I zoom in, I'm going to press F2 so I can see it. Okay, it looks like I need to stretch it out a little bit. Okay, now I'm just going to scale it. Okay, I'm going to stop there. Convert to editable poly. And now I'm going to do what I should have done. I'm going to select these internal polygons here. So I'm going to hold Control, and then I'm going to do something that will probably make you mad. I'm just going to click the Grow button once. And now I'm going to add the same material of the sidewalk onto this and unwrap it again. So I should have done that to begin with. Click on the unwrap. Click the Open UV Editor. Click this Custom button again. I don't need to turn on the bitmap here. I'm just going to scale it up until it's small enough to look like a sidewalk. And I'll stop there. Convert it into an editable poly. So that right there is the ground for the city. I'm going to stop here.